guide, I'm going to show you where to customize the checkout step order complete. So that's the final step of your checkout flow. So click the settings tab in the bottom left hand corner from the dashboard, which will take us onto the settings page. Now order complete, like I say, it's the final step of the checkout page and the checkout flow. Okay, on the shop settings menu on the top left, you need to click checkout. That's the 7th option down. That's going to take us to the checkout settings page. Okay, and then on the checkout settings page, you've got all the different checkout steps at the bottom, and order complete is the last one. Click edit settings on that to take us to order complete. So order complete is what customers see when they've been through the first 4 steps of the checkout flow. Then, dependent on your payment gateway, we'll say they're using something like EKM Pay or PayPal, the customer is redirected to elsewhere where the payment's actually made, and then they're redirected back and they will see the order complete page. Okay, so the order complete page is a lot like the order summary page in that you can have additional information fields. So additional information fields here, like I said, for the order summary page, you can have a long text box, a short text box, you can have a calendar on there, you can have like a dotted text box, if you will, like a bullet pointed text box. So you can ask people things like, how did you find out about us today? Or if you're paying via purchase order, please let us know your account number. Okay, so to do that, what you would do is click additional information fields, and it'll take you through to a very similar page as to what you get with the order summary. So you can add an additional information field here. I've got one here on this test shop for a discount coupon code. That ideally shouldn't be there because you won't need a field for that. But if you click add field, then you can see the choice of the different fields that you can add to that area. Okay, now also on your order summary page, you can have order complete messages. So if I click edit here, the order complete message is the text that the customer sees once they hit that page. Okay, so you've got a success message and a failed message for each of your different payment gateways. Okay, so you may want to edit these accordingly, but I'll just click here. So in this modal, this is the successful order message. So the order's gone through fine, brilliant, and it says your order has been placed. However, you need to provide us with your credit card details. To do this, please telephone us on, and then the telephone number there is whatever you've got set up on that payment gateway. Make sure you quote your order number, which is the order number, and you'll be receiving an email shortly. Now these 2 bits in blue, the square brackets, are what's known as EKM tags. So any information in there is an EKM tag, and an EKM tag takes a certain amount of information from one part of the shop and displays it elsewhere. So in this case is the telephone number from the telephone payment gateway. It'll take it and display it there. So when you're editing these order success or order failed messages, you need to make sure that you don't touch any of that information on those EKM tags. Otherwise, that the right information pulled from elsewhere won't display properly. Okay, but you can reword all of this text here if you need to, that better fits your brand and the kind of things that you sell. And you can add images here if you want to. Not a lot of people do, but you can really style this area if you want to. If you're going to do that though, what I would advise is get yourself an offline payment gateway installed, such as Fax, which is brilliant for testing because hardly anyone has a fax machine in this day and age. But pop Fax on, and then using an incognito browser window, you can run lots of test orders through on your EKM online shop, and you can see how this order success or order failed message would display. Okay, now I should mention as well, I'm just going to click save here, even though I haven't done any changes. All of the order complete messages here, all of the different payment gateways will get edit success and edit failed. Now, technically, your offline payment gateways that I've got set up, so fax and telephone, you're never going to see the edit failed message, the failed message there. Okay. The reason you're not going to see that is because it's an offline payment gateway, it's you as the shop owner that decides whether that payment has gone through or whether it's failed. Okay. Either way, your customers will always see the edit success message with an offline payment gateway. However, if it was something third party like EKM Pay or PayPal, you'd get the edit failed message if there'd been an issue with the transaction, and the customer would see that edit failed message. Now, if you're going to edit a failed message for a third party payment gateway, you need to pop in there ideally something along the lines of, please get in contact with us to resolve this. Add in some contact details there. All right. When you've done your order complete messages and you've saved those and you've got them set how you want to, it's worth bearing in mind that the order complete page is often referred to with different third-party platforms. Not so much Google anymore, but different third-party platforms that you're using for analytics, because very often they will ask you to put some third-party code in the order complete page. Okay, so you would do it on the order complete messages, and you would hide that code in there as well. Finally, on the order complete page, you've got newsletter sign up. So if you've set up email marketing, you can find that in the features library. If you set up EKM email marketing, you can tick the box here and it will show the default sign up to our newsletter field on the order complete page, and it's just a good way to encourage extra subscribers. All right, now when you've set up all of those, all you need to do is click save on the bottom right hand side, and that's it, you're good to go. As always, if you need more support guides, you can head onto our support center, which is support.ekm.com. However, if videos are more your thing, then come and find us on YouTube. The main channel can be found on youtube.com by typing in EKM. However, if you need support guide videos, type in EKM support and we'll pop up there.